Welcome to episode 3 of the daily Gear Games devlog. As we discussed last time, we're making a twin-stick shooter of the likes of Smash TV and Xeno Crisis. So today we're going to go over a few things. One, we're going to go over what I promised to go over last time, which was the segments. So we're going to do that. Let's make sure this doesn't turn on. Okay, good. We're going to go over the segments. The episodes, levels, segments, rooms, etc. Kind of give you an idea what that looks like so it's not so confusing. We're going to talk a little bit about screen resolution and what I've landed on, and then we're going to do some commentary on Smash TV, which will involve me playing the game and basically, giving feedback. Giving my commentary on the game in regards to how I would do it and how we're planning on making it different than this game. And then also things that would be pretty good to have in the game and just taking notes and throwing darts. So, we shall begin. Let me get this. Okay. So, this first segment's going to be a little different. I've made a presentation of sorts in a paint program. Ooh, why is that moving? It's because I put it on. I don't know what mode that was. But I guess it's if I press F8. Yeah, it's if I press F8, which switches my hotkeys for the stream. Who cares? All right, so check it out. This is the first thing. It's a room. The room has exits, up to 4 exits. You can't go backwards. We're not going to let you go into this room and then say, "Oh, I want to go back." No, you finished it. And the concept of the game is that there's some, crazy creature, big old thing here, kind of a very big worm monster, is trying to eat you. And going back into the room is dumb. You're gonna die. So we don't want to do that. You always want to be progressing forwards. You want to go out here, that way, that way. Well, if there's nothing after the room, it makes no sense. And that's where the idea is that rooms are part of segments. So you start at the beginning. You can go in the room. Let's create a layer here so I don't have to erase all this later, and we'll lock that. There we go. Okay, so you start in here. You get to the boss fight. So you can move up or down, right, up, right. There's even scenarios where you'll be in a place where you could go 3 directions, up, left, right, down. So for example, if there was a room here, you could go up, right, or down. So here, can I go up if I came from the bottom section? And no, this room will not be available, because then you would be going backwards. And as I said, you can't go into here and then go back down. Eventually you'd end up here, and then you can't go through here. It's just looping. It's silly, and I don't want players to have to deal with that. Okay. Also goes against the concept. Something's chasing you. You don't want to go back towards it. You don't know where it is either. You want to progress out of the building. So, rooms. Segment is a collection of rooms. So at the end of the segment, usually some sort of battle, and then there's a room. That is a prize room or a shop room. So here you have a level. In this level, you move through the first segment. So this is your first segment. And then second, third, fourth. So that's a segment. Each one of these is a segment, and they make up a level. Okay. So you're progressing through the levels. fight a boss, you get to now have a shop event or a cutscene. And you'll keep going until you get to the end. Once you're done, you've completed the level. So how is this different from Legacy Smash TV? Well, this is Legacy Smash TV. Your episodes were the segments, and they were 4 segments. So you got to the boss fight, you fought the boss, the game that was over, you're on the next one. And there was 4 of those total. We're doing it differently. There's segments will be parts of levels, and those levels will be, multiple segments. It'll be much longer, and you can play them in one through if you want, or you could play each piece on its own. Okay, so now we know what a level is, we know what a segment is, and we know what a room is. So now we got to talk about the episodes. So the episodes are a collection of the levels, which are a collection of the segments, which are a collection of the rooms. Boom. A lot of level. So this is a level here, all the way up until here. Then you get this thing. It's a scorecard. Good job, A+. And then you go through another one. Again, you get scored. Go through another one, scored. Go through another one, and there it is. You've finished. And so that's the episode. Any questions on this part of the show so far? Don't want to wait all the way until the end. If somebody has a burning question now. If not, I'll move on. All right, let's make sure I got this closed. I'm going to hop back to me for a second. Okay. All right. How many episodes? I was going to do 4. 4 episodes in the game. I believe I wrote that somewhere as well. Yeah, 4 episodes in the game will be the goal. All right, I'm going to move on to the next part, which is a bit of me talking. Okay, so a lot of what I've been working on today is figuring out the right screen resolution for the game. And examples would be 160 by 144, 256 by 224, 320 by 224. So I picked 320 by 224. It's comparable to Sega Genesis. It's actually the resolution they were using. So what does that mean? This means that I'm going to be making all of my sprites with that in mind. So how does that work? So you'll have like a canvas. Let's make one actually. So I said 320 by 224. So 320 by 224. And so we'll hop over to here. So you have a canvas here. And we're just going to make it some simple background color. Get rid of the stuff here that I didn't mean to put here. Okay, So this would be the screen's resolution, and if you notice here, I can draw some pixels, and they're of a certain size, and they're not like super insignificant in size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in to what I'm going to show you what 32 by 32 pixels looks like on this canvas. So that's 32 by 32. And then there's 16 by 16. And so if I made kind of a player character, let's not use him. Let's use this guy, for example, that I did not make. So he'd fit in about that size. And so if I was building a background, say with a mountain or something, just do a little bit of this. We're going to do something there. You got like a background, and maybe it's like a wall or something. Okay, and say I wanted to make a door, right? So I would be able to use this to see if my sprites are actually sized up properly for the things that are happening in the game before putting them into the game. And it's a lot more time consuming to do all that work and not have the sprites the right size. Another thing is you don't want to resize your sprites in your like game engine, like editor. If you're using Unity, it's just, you know, you're leading yourself to a lot of pain if you do that. So if you get it right ahead of time, it'll work smoothly and the resolution will be fine when it transforms to bigger screens and all that. So by doing this part, I'm actually saving myself a lot of pain in the future. So what I could do is show you something else. Just a quick example from Xeno Crisis. So they have it set up to where you can just resize it like crazy, right? And you notice that nothing gets weird. It scales good. The pixels are fine. That's what I'm making happen right now.
Xeno Crisis.
By doing this, by doing this now, I'm going to be able to have it scale and project itself in the future. So that's what was going on today. Of course, I've worked on some sprites. I mean, there are some things that have changed, and I made a presentation in the meantime, but that's not for today. That is for the next day. Okay, so we got through the easy stuff. Now is the hard stuff. So Smash TV is quite a game, and I'm gonna play it real quick. Not real quick. I'm gonna play it until I die. Maybe I'll beat the game on stream. Not likely. So let me just get it set up. Doesn't take me that long. Okay, let's see if we get this full screen. Full screen, and then should be me and the thing. Good. So the idea of this segment is that I'm going to, let's click off that real quick. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give my commentary on the game as I play the game. So I have some notes for myself, and so y'all kind of have an idea where I'm going. So I will be talking about a lot of things that I noticed that I just didn't realize were that way. It's been a while since I've played this game, so we'll see. Alright. So I think there's thing in the option to put it on hard mode, and oh, here we go, it's right here. So we're going to start out on hard mode because what's the point if I'm not playing hard mode? So you get your intro room, which shows that this is a game show, and that's about as much of an intro you get besides the wall of text at the beginning, which is kind of the Star Wars, or well, not, I don't, you know what, it might be worth it to show that. So let me actually show that, and then we'll do this part again. So I'm resetting the game, and okay. So the way they do this is most of the old games, they do the little intros and stuff, and you can skip them. So this one you gotta wait a little bit. Alright, so scrolling text, and this is the story. Here it is. It's talking about a violent TV show, and that in the future everybody's violent because of these shows and this sort of thing. Welcome to 2020. It's basically a Thunderdome type of thing. Alright, for real now. So the first thing that I have noticed already is you don't move that fast. I remember moving a lot faster.
Bingo! Bingo!
A lot of explosions at the start. That's different. You notice this guy is kind of mindlessly wander. I'm gonna like stand here for a sec. They sometimes mindlessly wander. So that power up prevented me from actually walking up against the wall. The shield power up. So it showed you the map, and it gives you an exit. This only gives you one exit, and there it is. So if you wait too long, that thing will come out and kill you. So you gotta move. They don't want you wasting time. This was made originally as an arcade game, so part of the reason for them to do that. But you can press the pause button, so they're not crazy. Okay, so this power up lasts until it gets hit or you die. So now they've introduced a fast-moving guy with a bat, and this guy that explodes if you don't kill him quick enough. Now I've got my first speed power up. There's the speed I was talking about. So when you have the turret, you actually deplete ammo twice as fast. And right now I don't have any critiques. I mean, it's pretty solid. Okay. Alright. That's not gonna make it long. This is extra life. Now, it's not just going to be me sitting here playing the whole time. I have to take breaks. I am doing game development and talking about the game development. And so if I play this game the whole time, I'm really not following kind of what I put the category of a stream to be. It's not play video games without a title. Okay. So, find a quick pausing point. Okay. So, what I've kind of seen so far is there's these like little red things that come. They just like little bubbles, right? And they come in and they're fast. And if you're not paying attention, they're gonna kill you. It wasn't really a surprise kill. I've been killed by them before. I forgot about them. For me, I'm not into like the Dark Souls approach to things where you're gonna die. Like, no, actually, I kind of like Dark Souls. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm thinking here. I don't like stuff that only gets you because it comes out of the corner and you can't do anything about it. I could have done something about this. So stuff that you can't dodge, I'm not allowing the game. I could have dodged that. In a moment, we'll see some things that you can't really dodge. Maybe there is a strategy to it, and I want to talk about that when I get there. So keep an eye out for anything like that while we go. If you notice, you can put it in the chat. All right, here we go. Those are landmines. You step on those, you will die. I should have like played this like 20 times so I could have looked impressive on stream, but that wouldn't have been genuine. There we go. So, those shrapnel guys, they will become a problem if you don't kill them. So I've been prioritizing them over the bad guys. It seems like I'm getting overwhelmed by the bad guys, but I'm not. They're the least of my worries. The bat swingers. There we go. So this game has kind of got the idea that you're going to die a lot. So I've gotten 2 extra lives so far. You will want to have all your lives when you get to the boss. So I believe I went down first and I went right. So the next level to the right should be the boss fight. So these are the red things. They weren't that hard to deal with that time. Okay, so these rockets kill shrapnel in 1 hit. Tank. A little glimpse of what is to come. Oh. So the hitbox of the character is his feet. So if you're playing risky, you can actually dodge a lot of things by just getting your feet out of the way of them. Who likes dying? Alright, I could have avoided all that, so it's all me. There we go. Oh, this isn't it. It's a good level though. I think I get like one continue. It should be enough to at least get to the boss fight. I'm right before the boss, and that's where I wanted to talk more after I beat him or get destroyed. I hope I make it, you know. There we go. No.
10 seconds. Contestant 1.
Oh, I have 4 credits. This is great. Can't believe they give you that many in hard mode. Must give you like 6 or 7 in easy mode. Alright, here's the boss fight. So, some things about this guy that can be frustrating is, well, you'll see. Alright, so he comes out, he's got 2 little turrets on his legs. Those aren't my problem. See those lasers? Tell me where those lasers are gonna go. But you just have to deal with it, otherwise you're not going to kill him, so... Those guys first. I don't even think you can, like, outrun those things. But I know some people who beat this guy without even dying, so obviously I'm not a pro. Okay, so you gotta clear out the shrapnels, which are those guys that explode randomly. If you don't kill them, it'll just... It's too much to keep track of. So, something else I'm noting, and it may not be clear. Every time I shoot him with the regular gun, the bullets bounce off. The boss just doesn't take any damage from regular bullets. So you have to attack him with power-ups. I think I get it now. Can't run. Can't be predictable in your movements with the boss, it turns out. You can dodge him. That was wrong.
Contestant 1.
I can't believe the small one still shoots lasers. I guess he doesn't have arms, so. All right. So if you got a second player, you're competing with him, and you know, if you beat him, you get to be the guy at the end that puts his arm up. That's about it. And so the game show goes on. Let me pause it before I respond to the questions. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I like the layers and animations of the boss dying. That's pretty cool. You know, there's a lot of stuff they add in the second one here. I do like bosses with tier systems, and that one, when I was playing as a kid, it was kind of funny when you kill him and then he turns into this like really silly looking tank that's just a head that shoots lasers. So of course, part of me wants to like bring that into my game. You know, it's probably going to be a mixture of what I find here and what's in Xeno Crisis, and then maybe one or two other games. I did review Total Carnage, and I will do a stream on Total Carnage, maybe next week or the week after. And there's so much in there that I could say don't do. But in this game here, yeah, a lot of it. Not only the boss like dying and all that craziness that was going on. But when you kill stuff in this game, it's very, responsive. It actually things blow up. Guys like blood shoots everywhere. It's actually doing something. So I want that in the game for sure. Yeah, pretty much this is the template, and we're going to build upon this template. I'm going to do a few more levels here, and then we're going to wrap up. So this one's quite hard. Luckily, you can shoot these guys and those will start bouncing away. But if you don't shoot them, then they're going to go and put up these lasers, which will block your movement. You touch the laser, you'll die. And it gets kind of hard when they're blocking you from moving and you're like next to a spawner. So everything's exploding on its death in this mode, this level, episode, I guess. In regards to kind of music and things like that, I'm probably going to get somebody to do some really cool remixes of old titles, songs. Let's go. Go straight. See how I got through those guys? I kind of touched them, but I didn't. That time I didn't. It's because of the hitbox. It's actually quite a small area. All right. You can't really get distracted when you're playing this game. I had to be in the zone to get through those sections. I was trying to not lose that little drone. Yep. You don't get too distracted with the story. Like, it's not holding you back. You know, the theme is nice. Each one of these levels will have like a different theme. So for example, this one is more of a science, like experiment TV set-ish theme, whereas one before it was just more of a TV set. The next one's going to be a jungle. And then the last one's just like weird. Last one's a weird one. Actually, I think there's 5 bosses. Yeah. The only way to get rid of those mines is by walking on them. Even if you have like a shield power up, it does not get rid of them. I like this level because it sounds like I'm making a lot of money, you know, when I kill these guys. There are other games that tried to do the twin stick shooter approach that, to me, were too much of a roguelike and kind of weird. It was one of them was Binding of Isaac, and I'm not even going to stream that game. But it is a more modern twin stick. Dude! Level, that's nice. Oh no. Let's see. Okay. So the batteries run out. I might have batteries in this room. I do. Can't believe I didn't do a battery check. We weren't gone for that long. It's like guy was just running to the right doing nothing. Okay. So take that out. All right. Now this should be good. But I don't have it paused, so as soon as I click over here, it is going to run, so I better be doing what I need to. Oh. Yeah, it detected the controller, but it's not. Okay, up, left, down. Yeah, so let's see here. Okay. Pause. There we go. I think I can save the state, and then I'll load it. I'm going to shut it down and reload it, because this kind of happened before when I was setting things up, is it doesn't detect the controller fully until you load the thing. So let me try this again. And we're almost done here, but I want to at least kind of get to the end, you know, end of where I can get to. There we go, it is working. All right. No. All right, that's it. I actually saved over the first slot when I went to go and try to load it, so we're not going to be able to jump to where I was. So anyways, we'll leave it there. Can't believe I did that. Oh well. So, any questions? We've reached the end of today's episode, and I've got new batteries in, so that ain't going to happen next time. So just to kind of go through a reminder of what we've gone through today, we've talked about segments, you know, like the whole structure of episodes, levels, segments, and rooms. We talked about how between each level there's going to be a shop, upgrade, or some plot action. And an episode is just going to be a collection of those. We'll have a total of 4 episodes in the game. The target resolution that we're going for this game is 320 by 224, and that'll scale up to whatever resolution your computer's running. We also did some commentary on Smash TV. Next time, maybe I'll start from the spot where I left off in that stream, or in that run of Smash TV. And I think what we'll do is we'll get it to be a little more. We'll start right at the beginning of that episode in the game, and then I'll go from there, and we'll talk about the second level, because the second level has its own unique elements and its own boss fight. All right. So, what I'm excited about next in this game dev project. Well, what I'm excited about is getting more graphics for the game set up. I really want to do a lot more pixel art, and so I've been doing a lot of that on my free time, and especially for the game. If I ever get a break or something, I'm drawing stuff, and I want to get enough graphics to where it feels less, you know, as the last stream looked. It looked like developer art or programmer art. I want less programmer art and more good-looking art. And so what I'm excited to get done next is that. But after that, I want to really start making more bad guys, more interesting, like stages and things like that. So hoping I can do some of that. On the to-do list that I have on Trello that I showed the last stream. Um, One of the things I wanted to kind of work on was upgrades for the player. And so I might make a kind of an like a level that's one room or a segment that's a room. Actually, I guess it would be a level that's one room, and then a shop, and then a room. And then I would just keep playing through and testing out the upgrades and things like that. Because it would be interesting to see what kind of combinations I can make of upgrades. You know, like the easy ones are like movement speed, maximum health. Then the more complex ones are modifying the weapons, allowing the player to upgrade the weapons. I mean, you know, there will be achievements in the game. You know, so I'm excited to kind of come up with those. But of course, I was thinking, you know, there should be an achievement where you can beat the game using the default gun. Of course, you can upgrade the default gun, you know, make it shoot a little faster and things like that, but only with the default gun. Or at least mostly like 80% or something like that. Yeah, and I do want to have some sort of synergies between your upgrades. So like there might be a tree or some sort, like an upgrade tree. So that's kind of what I'm excited about. But I'm also excited about getting more graphics done in regards to the doors. I kind of want the stage to be set up so that when you go to a door and you walk through it, it opens and closes. And I also want the bad guys to come through, like in Smash TV and Xeno Crisis, when the monsters come through the doors open. I would like to have that set up. Oh yeah, so something that we're gonna do this week is we're going to do a little bit of live designing of the game. So that'll be neat. And that was a question about when will I develop the story. I'm going to be developing the story over the next week or two, maybe next 3 weeks actually. But I'm not going to stop the development or anything like that. I'm going to be kind of just whenever I get an idea, I'll write it down and then develop it, and maybe I'll write it up, you know, a week from now or something like that. But yeah, I wanna get that story written up and more detail, so I have kind of something to chain it all together. You know, like in the for example, something that was done in Doom. Here, let me just do this. Oh, that's not what I want to show. This one. Not all that. There we go. In Doom, let's see. They had their episodes, and they had like missions in each episode. And funnily enough, like they like were all leading to something, and they're very explanatory. Here they kind of, you know, there's John Romero. I don't see, it doesn't look like Carmack made any of these levels. But anyways, the idea, oh, Spider Demon. The idea is that each level will kind of present a piece of the puzzle until you get to the end, and then you'll know the full story. So soon, over the next few weeks, once I have the story done, I can kind of plan out exactly how long each episode would be to see how much space I need to fill things up and whether or not if it's too long, too short. And then what I want to get done over the next few weeks is a lot more monsters, a lot more projectiles that you have to deal with on the screen, a lot more hazards. I want to kind of make it less kind of basic. Right now, there's a guy that moves, a guy that explodes, and then these turrets that shoot bullets. And I want to get it to be more than just that. I want it to be. I want to basically have the things that you'll see in Smash TV, the things that you would see in Xeno Crisis, the best of both, and then my own creations. And usually when you develop something, it's always you kind of copy some things and then you iterate and you copy and iterate. And it's the same with art. Everything's pretty much the same. A lot of people don't invent anything new without iterating on something that's already there. So when the invention phase is going to come after I get to story and I start doing design work, and I've already got a bunch of these configurations under my belt. And when that happens, I'll start doing, they're not going to be scheduled planned things. I'll probably create something really neat, and I will reveal it on a stream because it'll be exciting. And so those are going to be less kind of scheduled and more of a surprise event. Well, I am surprising myself today. We're at 57 minutes, and this is the longest one we've done. So I got to wrap up soon. Are there any more questions before I go? All right. Not seeing any. So today was Monday. We went through the plan. Did a Smash TV stream, kind of went over stuff from last Friday. The questions that were asked was about, how do the segments work, and I did a demonstration of that. I talked about the screen resolution, which is not something that I had talked about last week. Very important for the game. And so what's coming up? So tomorrow I want to show off the work that I did on the stream on the screen resolution stuff and additional artwork that I've made, and kind of show that progress is being made. Wednesday I'm going to spend most of the day preparing kind of like more design, basically game design stuff, like thinking ahead about what's going on and that route. So I will keep doing that, and then I will stream that day what I've come up with. And so there could be some, my expectation is if you liked this presentation, there's going to be another one on Wednesday in this format, but it'll be about game design stuff. And so I'm basically going to use this same Ace Sprite program to make another presentation. I'm going to show you all the game design stuff I want to add. So there could be hazards, there could be bad guys, weapons. I'm just going to draw it out before I do all the programming, kind of talk it through, and maybe you can provide input and see if you like it, you don't, and whether or not it's a good idea to do that. And so it'll be something of this format, but a little more interactive. So I'll be presenting my stuff and getting your feedback. And this won't be the last time either. So this is just one time this week where it'll happen. So then Thursday I'll be doing development. So anything I get done on Wednesday that's not game design stuff, and it's more of development, I will stream, as well as what I get done on Thursday. So that'll be another devlog, and I'll be showing all my progress. Friday, I will wrap up the week, talk about all the progress that was made, and show you the plan for next week. So there'll probably be a demo there as well. I might do another stream or something, and so that's what's in store for you. So thanks for showing up to the third daily Gare Games devlog, and look forward to seeing you on Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. Y'all have a good one.